Anytime you lose a franchise fixture like OT Tyron Smith, that's going to dominate the story at the position going into the next season. While Dallas adequately replacing Smith is the key issue for the OTs in 2024, the Cowboys' concerns for the position shouldn't stop there. Smith, a 5-time All-Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler, and starter since 2011, is now a New York Jet. The Cowboys addressed his exit with their first-round pick last April, selecting Oklahoma's Tyler Guyton. Like most first-rounders, and especially given the circumstances in Dallas, Guyton walks in as the presumptive starter. It's his job to lose in training camp, and it will take a tremendous flop or injury for the rookie to be ousted. That alone is rightfully scary. Even a young Smith didn't start his career at left tackle, he moved there in his second season. Guyton is going to be immediately tasked with protecting QB Dak Prescott's blind side and taking on the best pass rushers on Dallas' upcoming schedule. Even with a strong rookie season, Guyton will have his moments, and they could be costly. Unfortunately, left tackle isn't the team's only worry in 2024. On the other end of the line, Terrence Steele still has to prove he's all the way back from a 2022 ACL injury that hampered him last season. What's more, even at his best, Steele's never been outstanding in pass protection. That could be compounded if Guyton's having issues on his side. Steele, like so many Cowboys offensive linemen since 2014, has benefited from playing next to the great Zach Martin. But Martin's entering his 11th season and, even with continued greatness, is starting to show his age at times. If Martin's game takes a backward step, that could adversely affect the right tackle as well. Beyond the starters, Dallas OT depth is another consideration. One potential positive from Tyron Smith's departure is that it could put less pressure on them. Smith's inability to play a full season since 2016 is well documented, so maybe our backups will finally get a break. Still, Steele has a history now, and we don't know how Guyton will hold up as a professional. If one of them misses time, it's reasonable to be worried about Chuma Edoga, Asim Richards, Nathan Thomas, or whoever else makes the roster having to play significant snaps at either tackle spot. All of these guys are considered better NFL prospects at guard than tackle. In fact, if Guyton were to go down, it's probable that LG Tyler Smith would slide over and someone else would plug in at guard. So yes, Dallas rightfully spent a first-round pick to fill the big hole from Tyron Smith's exit. But even if Tyler Guyton's rookie year goes as well as possible, there's much more to keep an eye on at offensive tackle. Terrence Steele isn't a sure thing, and the backup options are all suspect. Hopefully, good health and solid performance keep the Cowboys from having to test their depth. As training camp fast approaches, the Dallas Cowboys are getting ready for what promises to be an exciting 2024 season. In addition to scouting reports for every player on the roster, including what they've done in the past and the expectations for the 2024 campaign, there are overall breakdowns of each position, the best battles to watch, top newcomers to the squad, and a look back at similar events and players in team history. In addition, Mickey Spagnola offers up a season preview and the challenges that lie ahead for the Cowboys. Patrick Walker enters his science lab to dig into where the Texas Coast offense could improve this season, and Nick Harris takes a look at the top 10 young players who have an opportunity to make a big impact this year. And don't forget, this is the only place you can get our always popular pull-out poster featuring the 2024 schedule. While print copies will be available soon at shop.dallascowboys.com, you can get a digital edition of the 2024 Dallas Cowboys Star Magazine Training Camp Preview right now. Print versions are currently available at select regional outlets, and the magazine will also be sold at training camp in both Oxnard, California, and the Star in Frisco. As the anticipation for the start of the Dallas Cowboys season reaches a fever pitch, everything in the summer becomes magnified, especially when someone has an opinion on what the franchise should do with quarterback Dak Prescott. While nothing has been decided on Prescott's future, one former member of the Cowboys believes the franchise would be making a massive mistake letting the quarterback go. Pro Football Hall of Famer and a member of 3 Super Bowl winning teams in Dallas, Charles Haley, stopped in to discuss the Cowboys with Kay Adams on her show Up and Adams. When Haley was asked about who the Cowboys should prioritize first when it comes to the contracts of Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons, Haley didn't hide his feelings for the Cowboys quarterback. Trade Dak, guess what? Every team in the league would be after him, Haley answered when he broke down his opinion of how the Cowboys should handle this. There are those within the fanbase who believe Prescott leaving is the right thing. However, the question remains, if not Prescott, then who should be under center for the Cowboys? Haley mentioned in the interview that the Cowboys gambled and may have waited too long to keep their franchise quarterback. All will be answered sooner rather than later, but losing Prescott is a much bigger deal than some will lead you to believe.